Hi guys, welcome to my channel Lush Gardener. I hope you guys are fine and are safe. So here I have two varieties of Graptopetalum. They are called as Graptopetalum Mirinae. I'll put the name on the screen because I'm sure I'm mispronouncing them. So it's a very beautiful variety of Graptopetalum, but the size of this succulent tends to remain very small. Now these were some cuttings that I had placed in this pot. Now this is the actual size. This is how it tends to grow. This is the largest size, and they tend to grow in a clump. Now these were some cuttings that I had put in this pot some time back, and this is the largest one. So this is the mature size of this succulent. It does not grow more bigger than this. And here I have another variety. Now this is a variegated version, this is a regular version. So the variegated version is going to be more yellowish to whitish in color. Now the regular ones will have more of the pastel pink color, but as and when they are exposed to more sunlight, they even turn more intense pastel pink in color, but very subtle pink. Whereas this one is going to stay more on the yellowish, very little green on it, and more of the whites and pastel yellow, very light yellow. Again, this particular variety, which is the variegated one, do not keep it in extreme sunlight. Like do not expose it to afternoon direct sunlight, otherwise the leaves will get burnt. Give it either a morning direct sunlight for around 3 to 4 hours, or indirect bright light throughout the day. These guys can be kept in morning direct sunlight for 5 to 6 hours. The more light you're going to give them, the more pink they will get the color. So it's a very simple to grow succulent, nothing much of an hassle. Initial for beginners, it might be a little difficult because when you tend to buy this succulent, a lot of times they tend to break into smaller pieces in the transit box because they're very delicate. The stem is very delicate, the leaves are very delicate. So a lot of times if this succulent is not packed well, it might happen to break. The stem might happen to break in the transit box, so you need to be extremely careful when you're purchasing it. If you are very sure that the seller is going to pack it very well, then I think this is one of the succulent you can add in your collection. The soil has to be loose, porous and well draining. Give it a good amount of light, either direct or indirect bright light. Water only when the soil is completely bone dry. Pests are not usually an issue, but if you happen to see few, you can always go for an organic solution, or you can sprinkle some dry cinnamon powder on the soil. Now because this succulent belongs to the genus of Graptopetalum, so they tend to go dormant during the summers, and winter is the active growing period. So if you are a person who tends to add fertilizers, go for it during the winter season. Please do not add any fertilizers during the summers. Propagation is pretty simple. You can cut off any part of the stem and then just let it callus and then put it into the soil. You can do a leaf propagation, but leaf propagation is going to take a very long time. So I would say either separate the offsets or you can do a stem cutting. Both of these methods will work out really well. So guys, I hope that this video was helpful to you. If it was, please hit the like button. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing to it. Until then, take care, stay safe and keep planting.